Hello Taurus, welcome to your monthly chakra healing video for the month of August. We have a ton of stuff to talk about, so let us get started. I'm just gonna move your cards away first so we can talk about all of the things. Let me just move this over here. So what is going on? So bottom of the deck, 3 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, 8 of Swords, 3 of Wands, and Strength. Okay. You have had to come into strength to really release yourself from the toxicity that has been blocking your finances, your work, your abundance, your elevation. There's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. So root chakra, you have the Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles in here, in your root chakra. I do feel like you guys are trying to connect back to your root element. I do feel like you guys are trying to come back to yourselves differently than you have been in a long time, because I feel like the past couple of months have felt so out of, like, almost like an outer body experience. You have been having these almost like roller coaster type of journeys, and I do feel like now in Leo season, you are just like, okay, let's reset, let's come back to it, let me just reconnect. And I do feel like there are some intentions that you're setting, and especially on a financial level. I do feel like there's a lot of stuff going on for you guys financially, and I do feel like there's also stuff going on with you guys relationship wise. We're going to talk about it in your heart chakra, but financially, you guys are trying to get back into a very stable game. You guys are trying to get it back together, try to be more focused, more honest, what is the word I'm looking for? More consistent with your financial practices, especially because money is something that you rule, boo. So if you don't got it together, none of us can have it together. You know what I mean? Like, you guys have to be good before all of us can tap into your vibe. And because Uranus, which rules Aquarius, you guys know that Uranus is currently in Taurus. You guys have been getting wrecked in that space, in your space. You have been getting restructured, and you will continue to be kind of going through these kind of things through the remainder of that transit. But for now, you are kind of going through and resetting, restructuring, removing, reworking a lot of things. And so right now, for you, you do see yourself this month trying to be a little bit more stable with your finances, trying to heal a lot of your financial issues, and try to see any type of avenues that you can find assistance in as well. So there is a lot of that happening for you guys. In your sacral space, you have the Queen of Swords. You're trying to be very direct, very decisive, very clear, concise. You're not cutting your words through. You're not, like mincing your words. You're just like straight up speaking things through. I do feel like you guys are going to have a clarity with the money that you're spending, but also the things that you're invested in. You're going to have to be mentally clear on it before you can move forward with it as well. It's not just going to be like oh, let me buy this, let me buy that. No, like, you guys are, I feel like you have a little bit more control mentally. In your solar plexus, you have the Queen of Wands, and I'm really excited about this because it does help you get through Leo season in a really good spot. You're able to connect back to that passion, that journey, that drive. It's just more focused. You have a more clear focus, and you're more about you right now. It's that self-care, that self-love. That's all you, that's all Leo, that's all Libra. So you guys are really in your element right now, but you are tapping into that passion and that drive, not the why you love something, why you like something, not just like the, oh, I love this, but why? What is the reason? Like Cardi B said in that video, what is the reason? So there is more of that connection this particular month. And I do feel like that connection, especially with your sacral space, you being very direct and decisive, with your having this Queen of Wands present in your life, you're able to really take it and be a little bit more flexible to who you are, and maneuver and move around in the way that best suits you. It's not just like what is everybody else is doing, it's what you're doing, what's best for you, and what makes you happy at the end of the day. Now, when it comes to your heart chakra, you do have the 9 of Wands. I do feel like there are some issues, some relationship issues happening. There is definitely trauma in your heart chakra, and I do feel like it is family related. And let me just pull out the oracle card for that. Hold on. holds on, holds on. We're going to talk about your oracle cards in a second, but you have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. There is, I feel like, some, especially when it comes to relationships, I do feel like there is some healing that needs to take place. You guys need to kind of look at any type of generational trauma, especially with your finances, especially with relationship as well. Like if you've been kind of having a hard time with relationships and maintaining in relationships, especially because you guys love so hard. You guys are very Venus driven. You guys already know this. You don't need me to tell you. But having blockages in love, like being a Taurus, is like, what? It's like, you just stopping me from being me. Like, I can't, like, we can't do this right now, you know, like that is who you are. And so there are some things, some issues that need to be healed, but at the same time, it's also affecting your money, not just your love life. So it's a trauma that affects you in multiple ways. It's not just one. And I do see that you're setting an intention to reground and re-cleanse that. But at the same time, you have to address it. You have to really dive in deeper a little bit this month, especially if you want to kind of shine a light. I do feel like you guys are getting a lot of like this lightness energy, in this almost like bright energy for this month. I'm getting a lot of Oshun vibes, honestly, to be honest. And I'm going to explain why in a bit, but there's just so much yellow in the spread and in the cards. And I'm just like, okay, you're going to have to come back to your pleasure, this particular month to really be grounded. For your throat chakra, you have the Hierophant, which is your card in the throat chakra. So you guys are very, very self-aware, very much also paying attention to what's going on in society, because again, the earth signs tend to be very, very socially based and socially aware. So you guys are very much aware of what's going on with society. You guys are doing your part and doing what you can. So I do see that. But at the same time, there is this self-awareness for you, how you're conforming to society, what role you're playing, what fixed energy you're into. There is like a reevaluation, I feel like, with you guys, where if something doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. And if something does, then you're vibing with it. So I do feel like you're kind of navigating, like you're not the one like down here. You're literally right here. You're like saying, okay, wait, hold on. Let me rethink about that. Let me have a discussion. Let me call my best friend and see what the thoughts are. Let me look at the other side's argument. Like all of these type of things. I feel like you guys just have this higher awareness, this particular month. Also, I do feel like for you guys, there's something's telling me that you guys especially need to address some of those family issues with some of your ancestors, some of your family spirits. Also, some of, like, if you are part of a religion, we're asking your guys, asking your spirits, asking your orishas, asking whoever it is, to help you and assist you during this time, so you can actually navigate this energy more productively. And I do feel like you will find some luck with that as well. I do feel like you will find there's a lot of knowledge hidden there. I also feel like that's why Jupiter came up for you guys as well. I feel like there's a lot of knowledge hidden in your family line, and you guys need to dive in a little bit deeper, because it will help you heal your Venus energy. This is your planetary energy for this month that came up. So I'm not really, too surprised about it jumping out, but you do need to kind of address it through a place of higher knowledge. In your third eye, you have the 9 of Cups, boo. Why? Because you know you're gonna be happy. You know you're gonna be okay. You know you're manifesting your best life. You know that's where you're headed. You know. You can see it. You can envision it. So it's facts. And I do feel like you're in a place where you're just like, I'm just trying to sort out everything else. Once I do that, I'm gonna be in that vibration. I'm gonna be in that space. I'm gonna be in that mindset. So I keep that visualization, especially with the water element. Keep that visualization, because it's gonna help you maintain that. With your crown chakra, you have this the Temperance. I was gonna say the Sagittarius card, but I mean, are we wrong? Am I wrong? So you have Temperance on here, which I'm also not surprised about, because you also have Jupiter. So you're having a lot of that higher knowledge, that again, there's things that you need to know. There's things, especially about the way you address it. I do feel like you're gonna have to dive in a little bit deeper with ancestor work. I do feel like you need to bring some lights and healing into those spaces. And I feel like there's a lot that you need to know. It's like there's information that just awaits you, that it's just kind of buried in deep, that you kind of need to find that clarity and that awareness in. Now let's look at some of your other cards in here. So you also have Courage and you have heavenly signs, which I'm not surprised about. You guys have a whole archangel in your crown chakra space, so I'm not surprised about that. But you also have courage, which is connected to that Leo energy. And if you could just listen, can we just talk about all the yellow that kind of came up in your cards? You not only do you have the orange lily, but you have the yellow lily as well. And the orange lily says, uplift your thoughts, focus your attention on the many blessings that surround you. By doing so, you'll let go of depression, poor self-esteem, and excess weight. Woo! Okay. And I do feel like that's also a part of that throat chakra energy. Okay, because the way if you've been looking at yourself in the mirror and like, you know, beating yourself up or saying, oh, I don't look like this, I'm not like that, oh my God, I'm fat, oh my God, like I can't do this anymore, oh my God, my bones hurt, oh my God, my muscles, oh my God, like all of these things, you have been going into the self like analyzation process, you are going to have to like decide to make some active choices about that. How are you going to fix that? How are you going to be bold and address those issues, those same issues that you're concerned about, and you're calling yourself all of these things? Instead of doing that, you're saying, you know what, let me address this, let me do something about this is bothering me, so let me actually do something about this and change my physical self, because again, you are an earth sign, so it's about the physical, it's about being more active. And I do see you being a little bit more active with the Queen of Wands being in your solar plexus as well. The yellow lily is financial healing. Your money struggles are a thing of the past. Be open to all the avenues of receiving, and you'll be provided for in every way. And I do feel like, again, you guys are going through some financial like reevaluation right now, and it's not necessarily bad. There's a good reason for it. I mean, the Rona has left a lot of people with some issues with their finances, so this is not, you know, not trying to like bring this up for no reason, but I do feel like you guys are changing your relationship with your finances, with money. If you have been struggling, this is the month that you're actually going to be able to sort out a lot of those kinks and figure out ways of getting through the month in a positive light, where your relationship with money is a little bit better, a little bit lighter. Connecting to that Uranus energy also will help you a lot with that, because it can it can change the thinking from it being like, oh, I'm frustrated, I'm upset, I'm not, you know, where I want to be, I'm struggling with this and that. Instead of having that, it can actually lead to a more positive state of mind in the relation to that. So I pulled out some mudras. I'm going to be pulling out mudras for each sign. I picked up the deck on Amazon. I'll leave the link to it down below if you would like to purchase it. But this is actually one of my favorite decks. I've used it before. One of my friends in Grenada used it at one of her retreats, and I thought it was just super cool, super dope. And it's a lot of cards. It's like 109 or some cards. There's a ton of cards in here, like a ton, like a ton. And so we're getting mudras for different things this particular month, and you guys got 3 cards. So the first one is unfolding positive qualities. The inner smile radiates throughout my being, awakening all of my essential positive qualities. So this is something, these 3 ones are ones that you can do while you're meditating this particular month to help you just stay in alignment. The next one is alignment. Aligned with the central axis of my being, I live with complete integrity. Oh, let me just turn around so you guys can see the back. You can pause it so that way you can read it as well. Okay, and this is the alignment one. Okay, and then the last one is open to receive abundantly. Okay, with greater openness to receive, the divine provides for all of my needs. And we're going to flip it over so you guys can just pause it and read it. But these are really good throughout your meditations this month. Make sure that you're kind of incorporating some of these. I know I'm going to start incorporating it into our weekly healing circles. So we're going to start with some meditation some weeks. We're going to start with some energy healing some weeks. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. But I just wanted you guys to have specific ones for the month that you can use to make sure you're also addressing some of the issues that came up on the table. Okay, so I talked about your bottom. Yeah, I talked about your bottom of the deck. I was just like, wait, did I? So yeah, so I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to ring the bell so you get notified every time I upload. And also don't forget to check out the Patreon because we're always learning and growing over there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.